Hi everyone, I have an important update for you today if you submit purchase requests or if you use expense reports through Expensify. We have been working hard to simplify our expense account process and to make things a little bit easier for those of you that submit expenses. And so as part of this, going through all of the expenses we have cut the list down of expenses from about 115 to about 70, which is a 35% reduction in accounts. Now, doing this, we went through and we were very careful to try not to cut out any accounts that were crucial to any locations so that you could track expenses. But in doing this, we've really shrunk it down to help make the choices easier for you and to eliminate accounts that might be ambiguous as to which one I should pick, which we've often had questions of like, is it an equipment purchase or is this, something else like a computer? To make this transition easier, I've actually put together for you an expense account with descriptions. So here's the list of expense accounts we have, and this document is going to be made available to all of you so that you will have a list of the expense account name and an example of what should be in this. So whenever you're looking at your receipts or your expenses, that you'll know what to go in here. So for those of you that want to stay on and go through these changes with me, I will be going through these in detail and showing you all the changes you've made. For those of you that just want to know about that change and you're good there, I say thank you. You can go ahead and stop the video now. So for the rest of you that want to go through and look at kind of what are the main changes that we have made, I wanted to go highlight those for you and show you what the accounts were and what they're going to be now. So to start off, we have admissions fees. If any of you remember, we used to have two accounts. We had admissions fees for conferences and we had one that just said other. We've eliminated both of those and just made one account called admission fees. One of the other changes we have made is down, if you scroll down some, you'll see an account that says books, which we used to have two accounts here. We had books other and we had books curriculum. Again, we've done away with that for simplicity and made a single account that's just named books. One of the major changes I want to talk to everyone about, though, is going to be the entertainment meals. So you'll notice down here that there is not an entertainment meal listed, and we have chosen to change the name on this basically because some tax codes got changed. So the short answer is the IRS has changed some tax codes in 2018, 2019. To make this simpler, you're now going to see a single account named business meals. And I'm going to be updating the travel and meal policy. You'll see that come out in there as well with the full definitions. But basically, it's going to be the same kinds of things that you were coding entertainment meals to. Now you'll just call them business meals, and hopefully that'll be a little bit more intuitive to you and make more sense. All right, some of the other changes we have are charitable contributions. This account used to be named contributions to other ministries. That was a bit wordy and long, so we just shortened it to charitable contributions. The intention of the account is the same, to use it for any donations you would have to a qualified nonprofit. Also, we have renamed, we had a property insurance, it's named now commercial multi-peril insurance, which is what the policy is, and it covers a wide range of coverages. So many of you would have seen that line on your budgets. This will be changed coming forward. Also, one of the other big changes is for any of you that have either a coffee shop on your campus, or if you have ever done fundraisers where you've bought and sold product for youth or any other area. We used to code all of that to product expense, and we also had a second account named cost of goods sold. We're going to be using cost of goods sold going forward for any item that you're buying with the intention to resell it. And we're doing that because this is the industry standard naming for what you do with products you're selling. So cost of goods sold is going to be what you'll use going forward. So again, remember, if I'm going to sell it, it goes in cost of goods sold. One of the other changes that we have coming up is we now have an account that's just named equipment purchases. And in order to simplify a lot of the coding, we used to have accounts such as computer purchase, computer hardware, and we have eliminated all of those, and we're going to have this single account named equipment purchase. And you can see in the description that's going to include things like computers, TVs, tools, maintenance equipment, and we're just going to have the one single account. So hopefully that'll make things a lot simpler for you going forward. Other changes we have coming up is you'll see down here furniture and decor. Now we used to have furniture purchase and we had interior decorations. And we've really found that whenever we're doing decorating, it may be furniture, it may be a lamp, it may be pictures, and trying to separate those on receipts was tedious. And really, it is one thing for us. So we've just made one single account named Furniture and Decor. So whenever you're doing any decorating, that's where you're going to put it going forward. Right below that, you'll see another account now named Gifts, Awards, and Prizes. So previously, we had a single account for gifts, we had a single account for awards, and it really made sense to just merge this all into one area so that if you're given a gift, award, and a prize to somebody, that they would all go in here. And you'll see I have a little note out here that says that these are not taxable income. So if you're giving a gift to an employee, that would be taxable to them, and that's something you would want to talk to HR about. Now, another change is we have an account down here called Grounds Upkeep. This is replacing grounds repair and maintenance. And we changed the name because, repair and maintenance sounds kind of funny when I am, maybe planting flowers or doing landscaping, things like that. Grounds Upkeep, the general maintenance of our property, our, outside of the building, is what this is intended for. Okay, also, many of you have janitor services, and you also buy the supplies for janitorial. So we have created now one account where we used to have two, and so it's now just going to be janitorial services and supplies to help you track those costs for your locations. Next up in our changes is licenses, permits, and fees. We used to have multiple accounts. We had an automobile licenses, we had non-automobile permits. So we got rid of that. We put everything to just licenses, permits, and fees. So even if you get a fee for something, this would be such as copyright fees, those are also going to go here. We got rid of the copyright fee accounts. So we really tried to simplify this and get rid of quite a few different small accounts that we've used in the past and put them into one. On down the list, you'll see there's an account now named Software Expense. This used to be called Computer Software. And this account is specifically for if you are purchasing software that we have the rights to install. Most of the time nowadays we are purchasing subscriptions, such as to things even like Expensify. That's a subscription every single month. And we don't actually own the software. So that is a dues and subscription, not software expense. So we did leave software expense in the list in case you do have a software purchase, but these are becoming more rare as we have moved into a online subscription model. Also, now this is going to be a big change. You're going to see one account in here named Supplies. We used to have office supplies, we had supplies other, supplies general, we had a lot of different supplies. To simplify this, we have brought it down to just one single account, Supplies. And you can see that the description out here, the general purpose is for consumable items, which commonly have a shorter lifespan than an equipment or machines. So, they're stocked for recurring use. We're going to use them, go through them, but these are not items for resale. These are items just for our general use. So again, copy paper, pens, pencils, any of those things that you're buying just as supplies will go here now going forward. And that's the bulk of the changes. So we have a full list here that'll cover every single account, and it covers a description of what should be in this. I hope you'll find that very helpful. And again, the intention is not for it to be overwhelming, but to give you a tool so that you have all the information you could possibly need. From general experience, even though there's about 70 accounts here, most people don't use more than about 20 on a regular basis. So you will get used to the list that you normally use, but I did want to show you this and kind of dive into it and let you know the full detail of all changes we have made, and to even let you know that if you are a campus lead pastor, administrator, somebody at your campus that is going to be responsible for the upcoming budget season, this should also help make budgeting simpler for us, as we don't have as many accounts to go through, and it'll make it a little bit more manageable for you. So you're going to see some changes coming up in the next couple of days to the next couple of weeks where I get all of this changed in our systems and moved over, but I wanted to give you this information on the front hand before I even started so that you knew the changes were coming. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate you digging in and for going through all the details with me. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at accounting@vl.church, and we would love to get back and respond with you and help answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much and have a great day.